And I remember my first year, I was just a D3 rider and only raced for like 2 weeks or let's say 1 month into that end of that season. And Fishback raced the whole year. He did fantastic. And they had this big race at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
The United States Speedway Championship. Here is America's most exciting motorsports announcer, Larry Huffman. Thank you. The track you're seeing tonight is 350 yards around the surface on the outside, 270 yards on the pole. It's a 1-foot surface of decomposed granite with approximately 30 tons of dirt mixed in on the top. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go now. What you've been waiting for all night long, an interaction with the riders. They come out first. The big man, 275, Jim Fishback. The Boogaloo Kid, Bumblebee, Bobby Schwartz. 21, Dangerous Dog Perro. From Balboa Island, number 45, Bruce Penn. 31, Wild Bill Cody. Number 34, Scott City. Number 23 again, Rolling Rich McMurray. Number 19, he says the louder you yell, the faster I'll go. Sign there. Stay there. 14, Jeff Sexton. 11, Michael Mann. California, number 5, Lightning, Larry Shaw. Number 2, for an international title, number 2, Rick Woods. Reno, Nevada, Alan Christian. The defending title holder, Mr. Gold, number 1, Steve Bass.
And Fishback was in, I think it was his second race of the night or something. And I sat with my Bell Helmets jacket. I was very proud to be a Speedway rider and to be watching my future competition right in front of me. And I was on the 4th row on the turn. And I remember Fishback, he was riding this, I think it was his second race. I have the program, I could find out. But he was racing Rick the Rocket Woods. And Rick Woods and Jim Fishback went into this turn together. It was a big track. It was like a huge track, very fast. And they both tangled up, Woods and Fishback. And Fishback went careening with Woods right towards me. And I was just a couple rows up, 4 rows from the wall. And Fishback, he went ahead and he hit the wall and he flew over the wall. And there was this little old lady. She must have been like 80 or 85. She was very thin and very old. And she was like a great-great-grandmother. And she was sitting right in front of me. And Fishback goes flying over the wall. And he lands in this little old lady's lap. And actually, he hit her leg too and broke her leg. And she was screaming like, ah! And it was ear piercing because this little lady was just there at the Speedway. And next thing you know, Jim the Animal Fishback was flying over the wall right in front of me. And he just smashed this old lady. I think she was a little old lady from Pasadena.
Bong, 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 bong,
but the lady was hurt very bad. And I felt so horrible. And I looked down because I was right 1 row behind this lady. And I could pretty much see the nose hairs in Jim's nose. And then he was like startled because he was a little dazed from the crash. And he was laying in this old lady's lap. And he looked up at the lady and said, "Sorry, lady." Sorry, lady. I was like, sorry for like smashing this lady up. And she had to leave and go to the hospital because she had like 1 or 2 broken legs. She was an old, frail lady. And Jim, the Fishback, was a huge dude and heavy, and the force of the crash, it was insane. And Jim Fishback got back over the wall. He jumped and his bike was mangled because the front wheel hit the wall, and the guy who was helping Fishback had to like ride the bike on one wheel back to the pits. It was far because we were on the opposite side of the pits. And Fishback went back there, and I think he got his spare bike, and he raced again after that wild and crazy crash. And even Larry Huffman, when Fishback was racing into the 80s, he mentioned that race. It was famous, and Fishback may be known for that crash forevermore. And here's Larry Huffman talking about that particular crash.
We're at Spédway in the inside of the second row. This guy is tough, ladies and gentlemen. The animal Jim Fishback.